Hello, everybody. Welcome to the GameFace Awards 2021. I apologise to those of you that were here on time and actually saw me do this a little bit before, but welcome. I just wanted to make sure that everyone got to their seats, their stands, in front of their screens, with their teammates, with their colleagues. Lovely to see you all, and thank you very much for turning up on a Thursday lunchtime. We have some viewers from around the world, so we've got some US, we've got some Asians with us, we have some people from Western Europe, we've got people from Eastern Europe, so we're trying to find a time that works for everyone. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may reside around the world. I'm sorry we are having to do this in the virtual space, but hopefully next year for version 2, we'll be able to make this as live as possible. But don't despair, we may be in the virtual space, but we are going to make this as interactive as possible. I promise this will be a well-spent few moments of your life enjoying Festival of Media and the GameFace Awards. Okay, so as many of you know, we spent a long time trying to speak to our brands from our Festival of Media company, and our brands came to us and they said that they were desperate to understand how to bring esports into their media and marketing campaigns. So in order to do that, we went away, we did some more research, we spoke to some more brands, we went away and spoke to many of you in the esports sector, and we came up with a concept of GameFace, which effectively is connecting our brand and media contacts with you guys from the esports community. And to do that, we produce awards around the world as part of Festival of Media. So we decided that one of our verticals would definitely be awards, which is why we're here today, to celebrate the best in class with a set of B2B awards that makes everyone feel great in the B2B space of esports, but also provides an avenue for brands to understand what is happening in that esports space. So once again, thank you very much for coming. But in order to get where we got to today, we put together 2 juries, which included a bunch of esports experts, but it also included global media directors from companies such as Unilever, P&G, Adidas, Virgin, and Betway. So we really wanted to give our entrants and their case studies a real opportunity to put their businesses in front of brands. These jurors gave up their time, and it's not easy having to judge in the virtual space, but they were very dedicated and they presided over these campaigns, and I think they've selected a bunch of winners which really exemplify what we're trying to achieve here with GameFace and showcase exactly what you and your teams are producing around the world. But before I go on any further, let's take a look at what happened in the judging room.
Hi everyone, very happy to be here.
Morning all, thanks for having me.
My son's incredibly excited that I'm part of this. He's a big esports fan.
Great to be here today and look forward to all the entries and working with all of you to pick some winners.
Who would like to kind of kick off a bit of discussion in terms of KFC and Mindshare one?
The KFC stood out pretty much for me in terms of sort of the brand engagement and just driving it to audiences that might have something that they can get excited about, which is, I thought, was quite strong.
You know, not looking at esports just for tournaments and events, but how you use technologies that is really prevalent and underpins a lot of these events and tournaments. And I thought it's just a good showcase of utilizing all of that.
They did an amazing job in pivoting very close to the actual event to accommodate not only the fans who had come from all over Europe and the world to see the event in bars and different venues around Katowice, but then to make an online version of the tournament that was, I mean, truly special.
When you apply your values in terms of health and healthy living and promoting, because it's our children that are ultimately the targets for this. So that was really super helpful. Thank you.
Who wants to kick things off from a rising star perspective?
I mean, literally, it's flip of the coin stuff. I think they've both made fantastic starts to their careers. They're doing slightly different things, and there's not that many of those kinds of people around, so we definitely want to commend as many as we can.
I found it very hard to pull them apart. one was very sort of more new business targeted and partnership, and then the other one was more conceptual. So as I said, an innovative. So you want to have ideally both of those on your team.
Over the next couple of hours, we will need your opinions, your thoughts and comments. Don't be shy or afraid to jump in and discuss things. Would anyone like to go first and tell us which one they were most impressed with to start with?
I just liked the approach that they took, and there were just so many different elements to it. They clearly understood the sector and what they were trying to achieve. So I've given that the highest rating. I've given that a 10 of all of the ones that I marked.
I think from my side, looking at the actual category itself, so it's not just about see my product, but it's actually how can I give back to the community, give back to viewers. Again, agree, it's for me, it's the clear winner.
There's a lot of brand guidelines. There's a lot of headaches with something like Activision Blizzard world area segment to life. So I really like that one, and I saw that one physically as well, and I thought it was quite cool the way they did it.
Every year they find something new about it, and the part that captured my attention was the fact that they use Unreal Engine, which is like a new thing within the gaming sector to kind of improve the look and feel. So I'm thoroughly impressed with how they keep improving on an idea that was like 5 years ago or something.
The photo of like the behind the scenes production and like what it actually takes, I love stuff like that. Something a lot of people forget intense. Or don't remember. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, oh, that's what it takes.
I'm quite keen on hearing other people's thoughts because I'm quite torn on this one.
I probably read both entries about 4 or 5 times. Clearly have demonstrated that they've added a lot of value in circumstances where the organization is so small you have to wear a lot of hats. I found this one to be quite challenging. I would have felt bad for either one of them to finish second.
Put your hand up if you would like to give it a gold. For the highly commended.
Great. Guys, thank you so much for giving up your time and staying to the allotted time, which is wonderful. I know it's not the same in the virtual space as it is in the live space, particularly for judging, where you have those water cooler moments, you can actually talk to each other, you can have conversations where you're not just looking at the screen all the time. Thank you so much. Really appreciated it.
Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Yes, what a collection and an array of judges. Absolutely fantastic. Such was their dedication that one of our judges even had to move a meeting into Pittsburgh, which meant she judged from 2 till 5 a.m. in the morning. That is huge dedication. But as you can see, we brought across our processes and our judging processes from Festival of Media to make and ensure that everything was done correctly and professionally. So if you win a trophy or you win a highly commended today, then you really do deserve that. And the judges weren't holding back. They really did keep a high scoring and high opinionated piece in there. So you really will deserve something. So before we start the show, just a couple of housekeeping rules, like there are with all events, whether they're live or virtual. The first one, and this makes me very happy indeed, is that we want to make this as interactive as possible. So over the next 30 to 45 minutes, you really do engage with the event. And I was about to say, what I'd love to see is if you could all use the chat function or the Q&A function to say hello, to express your excitement, to really get into the fever of these awards, which is brilliant. And I was about to say, do we have anyone from Fanatics? Do we have anyone from Blast? Do we have anyone from London United in here? Yes, it looks like we do, which is absolutely fantastic. Do we have anyone from ESL and DreamHack? Yes, we do. Great to see you. Wonderful. Come on in. So basically, you get the hang of this. Just start putting all your happy vibes into that chat section, which is brilliant. And if you don't wish to use the chat section, then that's fine. You can use your social media channels too by using our hashtag GF Awards 21. Simple as that. We'd love to see pictures of you, what you're doing, how you're watching, how you're enjoying the awards. So that's our first rule. The second rule is, because we like to make this interactive, we are going to go live to anyone who wins a gold trophy. Yes, that's right. But don't worry, you don't have to have a speech. You don't need to want to say lots. You don't have to thank everyone. You can if you want, but we'll keep it minimal. It's just literally to see your expressions, maybe get a cheer or hooray. So if Christine comes to you and asks you to unmute and turn your video on, that would be amazing. So if you also are on there and you want to come live, if you've won a gold trophy, then literally just raise your hand with the raise your hand button on the bottom of your Zoom controller, and we will come to you. Unfortunately, we're not going to go live to any highly commended, just because I know that you're all desperate to have some lunch or have breakfast, or in fact, probably go to bed or have some evening Thursday night plans, depending on where you are around the world. But it was lovely to see. We've got some friends from Mexico in the house, and Sweden and Singapore, which is very, very exciting. Okay. Before we start, who is ready? Let's have a big cheer in that chat function. If I was doing this in real life and I was on the stage where I normally am, I'd be going, yes, come on, let's start this, let's go. Okay, so, are you ready for the first category of the inaugural GameFace Awards? What is our first category? Yes, it is Best Partnership Activation. And in fact, this was one of our most entered categories. And the original shortlisting judging really kind of narrowed this down to a good number, which was the best of the best in their eyes. So what were the juries looking for here? Well, they were looking for partnership activations which drove fantastic results for the client, were innovative and engaging. Whew. Let's take a look at our first shortlist. Okay, we've got Pro Play Esports all the way from Mexico. I know he's in the chat. Woohoo, one, good to hear and speak from you. We've got Betway and Blast. We've got Blast Premier and TW Still. We've got Fnatic and BMW, Blast Premier and Epos, and Adidas with Mediacom. Okay, whew. Our judges were spoiled for choice here, and they were very, very impressed with the work. So they decided that they wanted to give a highly commended as well as a gold. So the highly commended, what did the jury say about our highly commended shortlisted entry? They agreed that this was a strong submission with a cut-through partnership which delivered great results and an international reach. Taking the first highly commended of GameFace Awards is Betway and Blast. Woo! Congratulations, Betway and Blast, the first ever highly commended in the GameFace Awards. But there is only one gold trophy winner for this category. Let's find out if you've got this right, because our jury said that they've given it to an activation that they felt had a brilliant execution and collaboration with amazingly strong numbers and fantastic client feedback. If you hadn't guessed it, the winner of the first category of the GameFace Awards, Best Partnership Activation, is... It's time to rush, Blast Premier and TW Still. Oh, we're going to come and find you, Blast. If you're in the room, Blast. How are you? Have you got your video on there as well? You don't have to. Congratulations.
No, it's not that. We've got a whole technical setup here at Blast. That means I can't actually get the video going. We'll work it out later. You'll get to see our friendly faces. But first of all, thank you so much. We're really delighted to receive the award, and we're very, very proud of the partnership that we have with TW Still. It's a phenomenal piece of work and great work by our commercial team, our partnerships team, and integration into the production. So congrats to GameFace as well for that fantastic award ceremony. We're really delighted to be part of it.
Thank you very much. This is Blast. Everyone, let's give us a huge cheer of the whole team there. Can they hear? Hooray! Yes. We love that. We love that. Congratulations, everybody, to Blast Premier and TW Still. Woo! Okay, on to our second category. What do we have, Josh, as our second category? It is Best Internal Social Media Team. Okay, what were judges looking for here? Well, the judges in Best Social Media were looking for the social media teams, media profiles that really promoted, amplified, were in the right conversations and the right audiences with the esports community, driving awareness, resonation for a variety of initiatives, and delivering on the KPIs determined by the overall esports team's objectives. Let's take a look at our shortlist. Okay, it's a three-way tie here in the shortlist. We've got Blast Social Media Team, we've got ESL Gaming Social Media Team, and Betway Social Media Team. Okay, once again, the judges were very impressed with the standard of work here, and as such, decided that they wanted to award a highly commended and a gold. So let's have a listen to what our judges thought about the highly commended. They felt that this social media team were empowering female teams through their activations and being very competent and creative with their social drive across multiple platforms. They were also impressed by the way the team's social content engaged with the wider esports community. Taking highly commended for Best Internal Social Media Team is Betway. Congratulations, Betway, taking highly commended for Best Social Media Team. But once again, there is only one gold trophy. Will it be the guys from Blast or will it be ESL Gaming? Let's see what the judges thought about this winning entry. Well, they said it was a brilliant submission with fantastic supporting data and a clear winner of this category. They were particularly impressed by the fan cams and player cams, which generated great coverage for their tournaments and secured impressive results. Without further ado, taking gold is Blast Social Media Team. Woo! Blast, there you are. In person, congratulations. 2 categories, 2 awards. How does that feel?
Well, we're cleaning up here. This is fantastic. We're delighted. Great to be there. Great show. Thank you very much. And congrats to our social media team who work tirelessly day and night. So on behalf of Emily, Alex, and the rest of the gang, they've done a phenomenal job over the last 12 months. And so we'll keep it up. We're going to keep pushing it even harder going forwards. Good work.
Fantastic. I mean, what an achievement. First 2 golds, we love that. And congratulations to your team. The judges, they were so impressed with it. So well deserved. And well done, judges, for picking a good winner. Congratulations. Everybody, Blast. Woo! Okay, on to our 3rd category of the programme. What is our 3rd category, Josh? It's Best Internal Events Team. Okay, so here the jury were looking for the team whose programs or initiatives across the year helped drive greater awareness and amplification of the business and education on the benefits of esports for potential partners and sponsors via its virtual or live events portfolio. Let's remind ourselves of the shortlist. Okay, just 2 in this one, but it is the Fnatic Events Team and the EVOS Esports Team. Woo. Okay, what did our jury think of these 2? Well, they were suitably impressed by both shortlisted entries, and they found it a very tough one to preside over, so they decided to award a highly commended and a trophy. So the one that's going to take highly commended, the jury said, this goes to an internal events team the judges believed curated really varied content and creative activations, which were resourceful and used different platforms to deliver brilliant ROI results. Taking highly commended is GameFace Esports Events team, congratulations out in Asia. And I know they're in today. Congratulations, it's our first winner out in Asia. But there is only one winner. And the jury said that the winner of this category produced a brilliant effort from a very small team, which nonetheless made a huge impact and raised awareness and business impact. Taking gold, if you hadn't guessed, it is... Of course, it's Fnatic's event team. Fnatic, congratulations! Okay. Whoa, we've got Neil on the line from Fnatic. Neil, are you there?
I am there. So I'm trying to put my sponsor logo jacket on just in time for the video to turn on.
Oh, perfect. That's a nice jacket as well. Love that. Love
Thank you very much. That's the Fnatic. That's the Fnatic apparel team for all those listening.
Congratulations, Fnatic events team. I mean, I was in the jury. We was in the room when this was being judged, and it was a real tough decision. But I think they were just super impressed with the awareness and the impact that the small team had made.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We're very proud of the team that we had with Matt, with Phil, with Tani, and with Pete, managing to turn around what was essentially an entirely physical event team into an entirely digital event process at the beginning of the pandemic, so much so that we had something ready to go only 3 days after England went into its first lockdown. We had a digital service available. So we're very proud of what they did. And not only that, the results were amazing for our partners and for Fnatic and most importantly for the fans and the audience. So we're very, very proud of what the team achieved. And thank you so much for an amazing awards show. Very proud to be here.
Fantastic. And thank you, Neil. And congratulations to Fnatic, everybody. Best events team. Woo!
Thanks, everybody.
Woo, fantastic. Okay. And I'm seeing the wonderful comments coming in. There are lots of them. So keep that going as well, ladies and gentlemen. Keep those comments coming in. Some really good wins. So we've seen Blast and Fnatic take away. Our next category is Best Fan Activation. Okay, what were our jury looking for here? Well, they were looking for the quality of the fan activation, the level of interaction throughout the duration of the tournament, and audience feedback across social media. Unfortunately, it was a category that was hit quite badly by the pandemic from a live events perspective. And as a result, it became a fairly short list that the jury put together. So let's check out who is on our shortlist. Okay, so we have one, which is Havas Sports and Entertainment for the Panorama Diner Now Serving Coca-Cola Experience. Now, this was a tough one, and like we said, the judges kept a really high standard of work. So they decided, even though they'd only got it down to one shortlisted entry, that it wasn't quite there for the gold standard. However, they decided that the work was still really good and deserved a highly commended. So taking highly commended is Havas Sports and Entertainment for the Panorama Diner Now Serving Coca-Cola. Congratulations, Havas. Okay, Charlie, I'm loving your contact there. You've never been to a sober awards ceremony. I know, it's very bizarre, isn't it? It's even stranger when you're me and you're jumping up and down in front of a computer in your office. At least this time I've got two people with me. The last times I've done this with festival, I've been on my own and had people strolling past the front of our office wondering what this lunatic is doing, dancing like a dad, telling dad jokes and jumping up and down. But I hear you. But anyway, it's dinner time somewhere, so I'm sure you'll be allowed a drink here, particularly if you're shortlisted or you win. Okay, on to category number 5. What do we have, Josh? It's Best Internal Content Team. Okay, this category had judges looking at the amazing content which you guys are producing on a daily basis. They wanted to see originality and innovation in the content solutions, the successful use of archive content, and how the content strategy helped increase engagement and ultimately contributed to the business's growth. With that in mind, let's take a look at the shortlist. Okay, there are 2 runners and riders here. It is the Betway content team and the EVOS Esports content team. Okay, we don't have a highly commended in this category, which means we're going straight to a gold trophy winner. Now, the jury felt that this content team had gone from being a traditional football sponsor to a real leader in esports with an excellent content strategy, delivering very creative and fun campaigns. If you hadn't worked out who that is, let's put you out of your misery. Taking gold is the Betway content team. Congratulations, Betway! Ah, hello, there is Betway. Kyle,
yes.
Lovely to meet you. Congratulations. Best content team.
Thanks. I'll let the content team know they're currently busy at the moment, but I'm in events, so I'll let them know that we've won the award.
Yeah, fantastic. Busy making content, I hope.
Yeah, always busy making content, especially now that stuff's opening up again. So hopefully you'll see a lot more from us this year.
Absolutely fantastic. And Anna Lockwood from Telstra, if you hadn't seen in the chat, says superb. Superb in several categories, and she's delighted you've won this. So our judges were very impressed with your work. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Let's give us a big cheer, Carl.
Just thank you, guys.
Yes, we love that. Okay, everybody, it's the Betway content team. Woo! Okay, on to our next category. Oh, I'm loving this chat. This is very good. Thank you, Anna, for being so supportive. And in fact, Anna was our judge that did this from 2 a.m. till 5 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room in Pittsburgh. I mean, the only place I've ever remembered being part of Pittsburgh is in Goodfellas when Henry Hill is on the run and trying to make his spaghetti bolognese while chasing down some guns that he's trying to sell to Robert De Niro's character. Anyway, enough of that. Let's move on to our next category. What is our next category? It is Best Brand Game Experience within esports. Judges here were looking for how brands were using esports as the focus of their advertising campaigns to drive product uplift, service increase, and brand awareness. They were looking for the campaign which seamlessly fitted into an esports tournament experience or event and enhanced the user or audience experience and delivered ROI for the brand. Let's take a look at our shortlist. Okay, it's another big one. It is Close Enough by Hearts and Science. The Panorama Dine-In Now Serving Coca-Cola by Havas Sports and Entertainment. Doritos AR Quest by OMD EMEA. Puma Alonso's Virtual Musical Tour on GTA by Havas Sports and Entertainment. And KFC, The Growth of Colonel AI by Mindshare China. Okay, the judges here decided to only award a gold, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is what they said. They thought that despite this being one of the most competitive categories, the judges said the winning experience showcased a strong multi-year activation, clear metrics, results, and met the criteria perfectly. So, taking gold is from China. It's Mindshare China for KFC, The Growth of Colonel AI. Now, I know it's late in China, but I think we may have someone on the line. We will try and find them now. See you in a moment.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, how are you, Colin? Good to see you. What time are you there? Nearly bedtime?
What?
What time are you on there?
It's 8 o'clock p.m.
Oh, okay, good. So drinking time for you?
Not really. Haven't finished my work now, but it's really great to win this gold award. Thank you so much. It's a great honor for Mindshare to win our first ever gold GameFace Award. So it really means a lot to us. And we, Mindshare Counter Plus, and our client service team and our lovely KFC clients. We've been working on this for about 4 years till now. So knowing that other people love our idea and our great avatar Colonel KI really is a great encouragement to us, and we'll keep pushing. Yeah.
No, fantastic, Colin. I think one of the great things that came out of the jury room was how you mentioned 4 years, was how it's evolved brilliantly and it hasn't stagnated. Every year you've updated it, every year you've pushed it forward. And I think that was what really impressed the judges. So fantastic. Mindshare China for the growth of Kernel AI, everybody. Woo! Yes, now you're in the spirit. I love that, Colin. Enjoy. Don't work too late now.
Sure. Thanks.
Fantastic, everybody. Mindshare China. Woo! Okay, we are flying through these categories. There are just 3 left to go. Woo! Yes, here we go. So, category number 7 is Best Event, the tournament organisers. Okay, so judges here, we're looking for the best experiential activation and experience at an esports event on the planet, virtually or live. Who made the shortlist? Yes, we've got the GGC Golden House competition by Geeks Game City, all the way from Ghana. And I know they are in the house watching tonight, so hello, Ghana. Next up is IEM Catalyst 2020 by ESL Gaming. And thirdly, and by no means last, we've got MediaCom with the Adidas Uncancelled Cup. Woo! Okay, there is no highly commended here, but there is a winner, and the jury felt the winning organizer was very accomplished with its clear messaging and engaging with eSport fans, both at the event. And it's very important to remember, it was the last major esports event before the pandemic, so it had no fans in the stadium, but also the amazing work they did across their social media channels and the live Twitch broadcast. On the back of this, it produced staggering results and incredible global viewership and engagement. The winner, if you hadn't guessed it, is ESL Gaming for IEM Catalyst 2020. Congratulations. Woo. Okay, look at that. And Per is so organised. He is with us already. Per, how are you?
Oh, great, thank you. And thank you so much to the judges panel. And I mean, this is of course great. It was a very special event. Right when the pandemic hit, we had to cancel the live audience playoffs the day before it was supposed to happen. So, I mean, great job to everyone involved from ESL Gaming side and our local office in Katowice. And making such a great event with the special circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely, and the judges echoed that. They're super impressed with what you did, and obviously they know in the live space it's an amazing event, but to do what you did and to mobilize everything within 24 hours is absolutely fantastic. So very well deserved. And the ESL Gaming team, woo! Give us a cheer, Per.
Woo!
Yes. We love that. Congratulations, ESL Gaming. Woo. And it must also be said as well, on that category, the judges were very impressed with ESL Gaming, but they were also super impressed with the efforts from our friends over in Ghana, the Geeks guys. They did an excellent job, and it's brilliant to have representation from Africa that the judges enjoyed so much that it made the shortlist in the first place. So a big shout out there as well. Okay, on to our penultimate category. What do we have, Josh? It is, of course, a best live event production. Okay, the jury here, we're looking for the most innovative and immersive event experience for its audience. They paid special attention to its production values, audience and client feedback, and the uniqueness of the event, all the way from its AV and stage design to that audience experience. Let's take a look at the shortlist. Okay, it is the Blast production team and MediaCom team for the Adidas Uncancelled Cup. Right, woo. There is only a gold trophy here. Now, the winning entry really impressed the jury, who said not only did it execute an excellent project, the organisation also produced engaging video content to further amplify the tournament, which was a key part of the experience. They said it was definitely a clear winner. So, taking their hat trick, it is the Blast production team. Congratulations, Blast, a hat trick of gold trophies. We're going to come and talk to you now. Blast, look at that. The wine is out, or is that champagne? Champagne.
We've got the champagne ready and going. Very proud of this one. Super job, and really impressed with that. Like, best live production, we can't ask for more than that. It's the bread and butter of what we do. It's our essence, and so kudos to everyone in Denmark, especially on this one, because it wouldn't be the same without our team working tirelessly in Copenhagen day and night on all of our shows. So thanks to everyone, thanks to everyone involved, and it's a superb team effort.
Fabulous, look at that, everybody. It is the hat trick. There's a little cheeky comment, I'll let you look it up in the chat about Spurs and Blast, but we know Blast are better than Spurs. Congratulations, Blast, the hat trick of trophies. Woo! Okay, wow, can you believe it? A hat trick there for Blast. We are on our way to the last category of the ceremony. Okay, woo. And it is an important one. What have we got, Josh? What is our last category? It is, of course, Rising Star, one of the most important categories. This is all about finding the next generation of talent within the esports sector and making sure that we nurture, look after them, and help rise and develop and mature as we go along. It's also a great spot for other esports organizations to keep an eye out for that talent as well. Okay, without further ado, let's take a look at our shortlist. Okay, they narrowed it down to just two. We've got Rezi from London United, and we've got Patrick Jakovitz from Challenger Mode. Now, what did our judges think about both of these? Well, they were so impressed that they couldn't actually split them apart. And not only that, they actually thought they were both fantastic. So we're going to give away 2 golds to each of them. One gold to each, but 2 golds for this category, which we've never done before, but it was so close, we couldn't split them apart. And they felt that they were at the same level. You know, judges were so impressed, and some of the things they said about both candidates was that a brilliant achievement, particularly during a pandemic, to drive new business, and particularly across European countries. They also said that there was some really strong insight into the contribution that these candidates made into the uplift in company revenue and securing funding and problem solving. So these 2 candidates really deserve their trophies because they've been working very hard and made a difference to both of their businesses. So let's go to our first gold winner. It is Rezi from London United. We need to work on a better picture from you, but congratulations, Rezi. Rezi, congratulations, hot talent of esports. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very well. What a pleasure to be here. It's amazing. This actually, it's incredible. I'm so glad to be here, and I must say thank you to Ollie and the team at London United for believing in me and giving me this opportunity.
No, absolutely, and the judges were very, very impressed with the amount of work that you had achieved and what you had achieved in such a small space of time. So it's absolutely well deserved. I'm sure.
Thank you.
All of the judges will agree. Absolutely fantastic. Everybody, it is Rezi, Young Talent of the Year, Rising Star. Woo!
Woo!
Yes, we love that. Even with the London United jumper, we like that.
Thank you.
Ollie's got you trained well.
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, everybody. Rezi from London United. And who is winning our second gold? Hopefully you've worked it out by now. It is... Yes, it's Patrick Jakubits from Challenger Mode. Patrick, congratulations.
Hey. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for great awards. Congrats to Rezi too on his successes, and yeah, thank you for putting all this together. And thanks to the Challenger Mode team for putting me in a spot to succeed. So no, I'm really thrilled.
That's absolutely fantastic achievement. It really is, and we're looking forward to seeing you develop and nurtured all the way through the esports community to be running something at some point, I'm sure, with no doubt, with the insight and the achievements we've seen from you so far. So give us a big cheer, Patrick.
Woo!
Yes, we like that. Patrick from Challenger Mode, everybody. And that is our last category, but don't go away just yet. I'd love to do a couple of thank yous if that's possible, so don't run away. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who entered, everyone who was shortlisted, everyone who won a highly commended, and everyone who won a trophy. I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who gave up their breakfast time, their dinner time, or their lunch times to come and watch this from around the world. There really was some fantastic work, and I'm hoping we can grow and make this even bigger for next year and potentially be back in the live space where we can actually talk to one another in the real world again, which would be very nice, I think. I'm looking at that picture we had for Patrick's win there. It's just nice that we're seeing live sports events coming back together. So hopefully we'll be able to bring you all together. And look, we want to say a huge thank you for accepting us and GameFace into the esports industry. I know we're from a media and marketing background, and what we want to do is similarly what we've been doing with Festival for the last 15 years is create a fantastic brand that helps you guys and helps you develop new potential partnerships with brands and media agencies, and helps develop esports and provides an amplification tool for it to wider society and media at large. And to everyone that won a trophy today and a highly commended certificate, we will be sending you both the highly commended and the trophies. So look out for when those come over the next few weeks, which would be absolutely fantastic. And then I suppose lastly, I wanted to say a big thank you to Josh and Christine, who have helped make this run smoothly. You wouldn't have seen the chaos that was about 5 minutes before we went live, a couple of technical issues, but we resolved them, which is great. But thank you very much for being part of the first GameFace Awards. We will come back to you with feedback and more information on next year's awards, but we'll also come back to you with more information around our benchmarking and dashboard that we're putting together for brands and media agencies to try and understand esports a lot easier. And if you want to connect up with brands and media agencies, please drop us a line. We are there to help. Congratulations, everybody. You've been amazing. This has been the GameFace Awards 2021. Thank you. Goodbye.